We're gonna hit the T-spine and the shoulders with this mobility flow. So we're gonna grab a foam roller to start. You wanna make sure it's right underneath your shoulder blades. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap my arms around myself, kind of pulling my shoulder blades apart. And then I'm very slowly going to extend all the way back until my head touches the ground. And these are gonna be our repetitions. So this really helps open up that thoracic spine. I might get a nice stretch in my lower back. And then when I come up, I'm just gonna tuck my chin and use my abs to crunch up. If that feels good, you can walk your feet all the way out so you're nice and straight. And look at this stretch. This is crazy. This feels amazing. If this is too much for you, you can start by lifting the hips up and then letting your head down. We're gonna do 5 repetitions and you're gonna hold for 5 seconds here, breathing deeply. Next, we're gonna do a palms down lat stretch. I really like palms down because it really emphasizes this stretch. I start with a nice rounded back, and then I take a deep breath and let myself get this really nice stretch where I'm trying to get my chest to touch the ground, but I'm also keeping my arms very straight, and I'm thinking about actively reaching forward in this stretch. Deep breath, you can sit back on your heels as you let your chest fall to the ground, and then come back up. We're gonna do 10 repetitions here. We have 2 options for something called a lat pullover with an isometric hold. Isometric just means that we're not moving, so we just hold at the back right here. If you're at home, you can use a foam roller like this. It's gonna go right underneath the shoulder blades again, and you're gonna reach up and out overhead until it's behind your head, almost touching the floor, keeping a little bit of tension to get a really nice stretch. And we're gonna hold there for a couple of seconds to allow yourself to get a great stretch with this. If you're at the gym and you have a bench, you can do the exact same thing. You can reach up and overhead, hold for a couple of seconds. If your overhead mobility is not great, you can allow your elbows to bend. That's okay right here. If this still feels really good and you want to increase the stretch even more, you can let your hips drop as you do this. Take nice deep breaths. We're gonna do 10 reps. Then we're gonna do some seated wall angels. If you wanna stand doing these, you absolutely can. We're gonna start with palms out, and we're gonna keep the shoulder blades and the back of the hands on the wall as we make a big circle up, overhead, and then back down. You wanna think about actively reaching out as you are doing this circular motion, and we're gonna do 10 reps. We're gonna finish off with some T-spine rotations. We're gonna do this again against a wall, and you might need a mat if you have really sensitive knees. We're gonna put our hands behind our head, and we're gonna rotate around like so. I'm letting my arm kind of hover above the wall, so I'm not brushing up against the wall. I'm using it as a cue to help me get a nice stretch. You wanna do this a little bit slower than what I'm doing right here, but you do wanna get some nice bends as you rotate. And we're gonna hit 10 reps on each side. Great job getting that mobility in today. I hope you're feeling better than when we started, and I will see you guys next time.